The Proto Troop Workshop is the newest building that's been added to Boom Beach. It came along with the HQ28 update, and it is available to players with HQ Headquarters 11. Proto Troop Workshop, experimental units, concrete results. Train powerful experimental units to turn the tide of battle. Due to their experimental nature, they only last for one battle and have to be replaced. In today's video, I'm going to be using my Proto Troop Workshop and using my Proto Troops to attack some high VP, some high-level players. Get ready for Rainmaker, Lasertron, and Melon Bomber. Let's do this. Good morning, good afternoon, and yes, good evening, Skull Army and friends. It's your boy, your friendly neighborhood SkullCrusher, coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. And today, we're going to be dealing with Proto Troops taking on some high-level, high VP player bases. Proto Troop Workshop does max at level 18. Mine is currently at level 14. We'll get there when we get there, but the purpose is going to be the Proto Troops that we're going to be using. Now, I've already gone full out and maxed out the available Proto Troops that I'm able to train for my level of my Proto Troop Workshop. And right now, we are dealing with 16 Rainmakers, 16 Lasertrons, and 16 Melon Bombers, which I already have my Lasertrons and my Melon Bombers loaded. We go over to the landing craft. You can take a look right over here. And what the Proto Troop Workshop means by they only last for one battle. So let's say I deploy this whole squad of troops right here. We win the battle and I lose 0 troops. No troops died in battle. Well, regardless if they die in battle or not, any Proto Troops that I sent for that battle will only be there for that battle. So none of these Proto Troops will come home. The only ones coming home would be the Riflemen and the Mechs. So that's what it means where they're only available for one battle. So you be careful with how many you send, because if you know you can win the battle with like one boat of Melon Bombers, why send 3 when 9 of them aren't coming home? Just send the one boat of 3 and just, get 3 of them to get the job done. So definitely something to think about. I think that's a great mechanic that Boom Beach added in with the Proto Troop Workshop, is the fact that they do only last for one battle here. Once again, only last for one battle and have to be replaced here. But they train very fast. Their gold is very cheap as well. And you do keep them in storage, and you're able to load the Proto Troops from your landing craft on the Proto Troop tab. Now, going back to production here, we will have new squads available in roughly 12 hours. So I'm not sure exactly how long the cycle is, but I do like that there is a cycle in place, meaning that after 12 hours, our Melon Bombers, Rainmakers, Lasertrons, and I never even got to the Heavy Choppers, but they will be cycled out, and 4 new Proto Troops will be cycled in here. So let's get ready to test this madness out here. My first squad that I've got loaded here is 3 boats of Melon Bombers. We've got 3 boats of Lasertrons, 1 boat of Mech, 1 boat of my Rifle Johnsons, and of course we've got Pvt.Bullit as well. I think the first thing that we're going to do is actually get my Pvt.Bullit to level 14, because this was something, excuse me, this was something that we were able to do as of the HQ28 update. So Pvt.Bullit is now at level 14. There is a max level bullet stats. We're not going to be boosting our statues right now, but the additional stats you see in the purple there are just my statue boosts being added on. So a max level base stat for Pvt.Bullit. Base stats for health, 49,250. This is literally a tank with legs. That damage per second at 1,833. Okay, Bullet is an absolute unit. Okay, let's just get that out of the way there. So with Pvt.Bullit at level 14, with our Proto Troops loaded, and once again, I do also have my 13th statue added as well. I did go with 1 more gunboat energy. So we are rocking a 472, 4 gunboat energy, 7 troop damage, and 2 troop health. I also do want to point out that all my statues are perfect as well, which just makes it that much better. Troops loaded. Let's do this, guys. And again, I've got a few player bases on my map here. A few player bases on my map here that are 1800 VP and higher here. So we got Burst Squad, win 10 here. I think 1 or 2 of these guys.
A few moments later.
Okay, I actually just got wrecked on the first one, so change of plan. We are actually going to boost. So, all right, there we go. We are fully boosted with all 13 statues, and you know what? Just to be on the safe side here. Ooh, I don't think we... Oh, power... No defensive engravings on this one here. Let's just get the next one going here. That's right, because I don't have level 2. That's on Borealis account. Okay, I'm going to get my armor boosted right now. All right, let's do this. Shebang. He's probably crabbing right now. I'm going to save Mr. Crusher for later. We got level 83 right here. Ah, tinkering. I like that there's no ice, but opponent has an additional prototype defense slot, and gumbo damage taken by prototypes is reduced by pretty much half, 46.5. So that's all right. 4 Doom Cannons. Yeah, there's a reason why you've got tinkering. 4 Doom Cannons and a Shock Blaster. That's actually pretty intimidating. So you know what? Let's start things off with Pvt.Bullit here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to save... We're pretty much going to have to be cycling Taunt non-stop here to at least keep Bullet in the fight here. So once again, the one boat of Riflemen is pretty much our cannon fodder as well. They are there for distraction. Let's get that next taunt going right now. Critters are going to be cycled not only for distraction, but for mine clearing as well. Okay, one more taunt as we move forward. I'm going to push my shock a little bit back now. We're going to get the Doom Cannon, cycle it on this side, get the other Doom Cannon. So Bullet's actually looking pretty good right now. The Melon Heads are looking pretty good right now. I think we're only down 1 Melon Bombardier. Let's get another critter over here. Once Bullet gets a little bit closer, we're going to cycle another taunt, pull in the rocket launcher and the Doom Cannon up front. Shock on the left. Looks like we'll come over shock on the right. We didn't really need the shock on the right because the mech was doing exactly what it needed to do. I will get an artillery right there to clear that boom mine. There's no defenses around, but we're still going to cycle a taunt just to kind of keep Bullet's damage at a reduction here. And I think we'll also cycle another shock there on the boom cannon at approximately 5 and the shock launcher at about 7. And yeah, this one's looking like it's in the bag. So let's just get a critter on the cannon there, cycle another taunt. And I think it's pretty safe to say that we'll flare and bring this one home here. So Proto Troops getting it done, even though there was no ice there. We didn't have tinkering as our opponent's defensive engraving, which was pretty savage. Of course, as you can see, no more Proto Troops. We will have to actually reload them. I'll show you in just a second there. Let's just see if we can train any more back in storage. We still got 4. Yeah, we can still do 1 more before we do have to train. So this is what happens when they die. You got to go back. So we're going to go back with 3 Lasertrons. 1, 2... That's 3, and we'll do 3 more Melon Heads. The next battle after that, we'll probably try some of our Rainmakers here. But it looks like, yeah, we're down 2. If I do want to change that again, change Troops, Proto. Okay, 1. Okay, so we've got all our Melon... I think we've got all our Melons loaded. Maybe 3 left there, actually. 3 squads, and we've got 1 left of the Lasertron. So let's go back over here. This guy was actually giving me a hard time. This one was giving me most of the layouts on my base actually giving me a hard time. So let's go back over. I think Shebang is on. Crusher's got a shield, so I want to do a few more drops on him. All right, let's go back to Rambo Marie here. We're going to try to play this a little bit more strategically. It was the critter launchers that were actually giving me a hard time when I fizzled the first time here. So we're going to try to take a couple of them out. I think that's 3 artillery. Yeah, so maybe 1 barrage. Hopefully a barrage and artillery. 1 full barrage would have been sweet. Okay, 1 more under the sky shield there, which is fine. We'll do 1 more barrage here. 1, 2. Why did I do 2? We only needed 1. Okay, so we got the grappler in the back, which we're going to shock. We're going to clear some of these mines up front. 1, 2. We're going to start off with Pvt.Bullit, Melon, 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 Laser, 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 Mech. And I'm going to delay... Nice, we got the shock on the grappler before the grappler got the grapple on us. And I'll delay my Johnsons. Again, the Johnsons serve more of a distraction purpose than anything else there. Let's watch the timing on the grappler, cycle back the shock. Perfect timing. Let's get that taunt as we do decide to move a little bit forward. So, you know, back-to-back 1,800 VP players. We're using our Proto Troops from the Proto Troop Workshop, watching that timer on the shock on the grappler as we move forward. This is actually looking really good right now. I think I'm going to not worry about that grappler anymore. Actually, when we might shock it, yeah, we're going to shock it 1 more time. And then after this, we're not going to worry about it anymore because I think Bullet can just cycle his taunt. We just pulled in the shock launcher, the mortar, the shock blaster. Melon bombers are looking great. We have taken some casualties. There's one rocket launcher in the back that might give us a hard time here, but at this point, we're just going to let Bullit cycle his taunt here, because I think that puts us in a much better position, because the amount of defenses that are clustered at this point under the Sky Shield gives Taunt a much better radius here. Taunt is reaching much more defenses right now. So let's cycle that next Taunt, and most of these defenses should be drawn in and distracted by Pvt.Bullit right now. So let's get a critter. That boom surprise. 1, 2... might have been 2 melon heads, possibly 3, but we're going to go for the aggressive flare as soon as we take out that boom surprise. And that boom surprise is no more stubborn boom surprise. So now we've gone for the direct flare on the engine room. 3 lasertrons. Looks like we... sorry, 5 lasertrons, 2 melon heads left. And it looks like this one is going to be coming home here. Slow and steady wins the race here. I'm liking the combinations that we're able to do here with the Proto Troops. It definitely does make it very exciting. You know, make sure you are boosted. Intel on that one as well. I guess they all have to die? I got 0 left and I can't produce. No squads available. Oh, I guess... oh, 16. Is 16 the max? I'm honestly still getting used to this. Regardless or not, we've got some left here. I know the player bases left on my map are just terrible, so we'll probably ignore those. This guy's crabbing. This is the guy that I want to attack. He's not crabbing anymore. Or he's been... oh my god, he is crabbing. Look at that gold, 619,000. Okay, so love it. Absolutely love it. A little bit of building health. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to take out that grappler. One less thing to worry about. Double doom cannon at the front, so let's get Bullet. Melon, rain. Grappler is taken care of. Let's get that taunt. Mech, Lasertron. This is exactly what I was waiting for this guy to get offline. Because the other two, the layouts are just set up a little bit differently, where I don't think we're going to be as successful with the Proto Troops. Like, some of them you do, you know, warriors or, you know, whatever your fancy is. But, you know, it's a great addition having Proto Troops on a weekly cycle. And now you, as the player, determining, you know, when and where you want to use them. Whether you want to use them on map clearing, use them on Cycle of Evil, use them on operations, use them on Mega Crab. It opens up a lot of possibilities, and it does make it very exciting. Let's see if Bullet can avoid that shock mine. That already was to clear the shock mine, but I think Bullet got caught in it anyways here. And this is just really, really fun to see. You know, it's not very often you get a chance to see Lasertrons, Rainmakers, Melon Bombardiers all working together with one goal, and that's win. Even though some of these bases are actually pretty tough here. Let's get that next taunt going. HQ tucked away right in the back there with a beautiful fortified skin. Yeah, I don't want Bullet to get caught in that shock mine. We'll cycle another taunt. So Bullet is up front. He's the meat shield right now, and we've got long distance just making it rain, pew pew, and watermelon seeds everywhere. It's an absolutely beautiful sight. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on the Proto Troop workshop, what your thoughts are on just having Proto Troops in Boom Beach now cycled on a weekly basis here, or I believe on a weekly basis. You know, no longer is it, you know, every now and then we get a Proto Troop for a week. Now the Proto Troop workshop is secure, and now you as a player can build your squads depending on what Proto Troops are in cycle here. It looks like Shebang is going down. That's going to be 619,000 gold right there. No intel, but I will definitely take the gold on that one right there. Yeah, that's beautiful. Casualties left, right, and center. So Skull Army, boom, community, if you have made it this far into the video, please do not forget to leave a like. It does mean the absolute world to me, does help the channel grow, and yes, of course, it does appease our YouTube algorithm overlords. We will be wrapping things up. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever. I'll catch you on the next one, my friends. Peace!